movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
A look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. The wide open shot from Strus. Good on the three-point shot. Strus has got the first points up on the board for Cleveland. Carter with the screen. Took him no time at all on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. Back to Banchero. Lob pass to Wagner. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. Mobley heading to the hoop. Offensive rebound. Pass to Allen. Cleveland moving the ball around. And here's Strus for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Mitchell finds Allen. Here's Suggs. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A kick out to Mobley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mobley's got 5 now.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Caldwell-Pope with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Caldwell-Pope feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Banchero, that's good.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Nobody near Allen. First 3-pointers off the mark. Orlando trailing here. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Mitchell kicks to Strus. Mitchell against Caldwell-Pope. Bank shot, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Allen's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Wagner wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Mitchell way outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Wagner. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Strus for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Caldwell-Pope pass to Suggs. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Suggs with the ball. Drills it from outside.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Mobley. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
A good close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
DeAndre Hunter out there with the Coral. Then there's Javonte Green. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the one spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Over to the left wing. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
In for the Magic, number 23, Tristan Da Silva.
Mobley, the pass to Green. Okoro, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Out to Harris. Fires the three. The Magic again can't hit. Cavaliers leading. Hunter finds Green. Corey Joseph's checked in for Orlando.
Team foul. In for the Magic, number 10.
Here's Mobley.
Corey Joseph.
He has 7. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Hunter with a screen on Howard. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Okoro's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Howard with a screen on Mobley. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Isaac throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Jerome passes to Hunter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hands it from downtown. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Black. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Green passes to Hunter. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Green. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Allen finds Garland. Allen, a screen on Joseph. The 3 from Garland. Orlando grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Joseph, the pass to Banchero. Wagner outside. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Wagner's got 9.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Outside Garland. Takes a three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Here's Banchero. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 8. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Joseph. There's Wagner with the three. Connects from three-point range. Wagner's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Magic. Cleveland leading by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Cleveland leading by 8. Bruce in the corner. Mobley outside. The 3 from Garland. Carter pulls it in. Garland's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Wagner outside. Banchero a screen for Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Suggs, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Suggs has got 6.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
A drive by Garland. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Strus a screen on Suggs. Garland kicks to Allen. That 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 6. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. The Magic superstar says it's not anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Banchero with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. Banchero looking around. Carter outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Offline with his three. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
For the three. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Mitchell wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 6.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
At the elbow, Suggs. Caldwell Pope for 3. Drops in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Magic. Knocked away. Suggs with the steal. Banchero outside. Driving the lane and finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
It's stolen by Allen. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Banchero. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland dishes to Allen. Garland kicks to Strus. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Strus. 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. 4-point game. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banchero, a screen for Suggs. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 4. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Green. Hunter's out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Over in the corner, Green drills the three-pointer. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's the Magic's ball. Here's Carter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Banchero with the screen. Inside. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Here are the Magic now. Here's Banchero. No good from outside. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter.
Number 35, Goga Bitadze.
Here's Jerome, covered by Anthony. In the corner, Okoro with it. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Okoro with it. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Magic trail by 7. Lob pass to Wagner. Anthony kicks to Banchero. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Okoro. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Okoro's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Cleveland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. From outside the arc, the rebound by Bitadze. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Ben Carroll. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Cavaliers leading by 10. In the corner, Okoro with it. Pass to Jerome. Now, Mobley. From deep, Green. It doesn't go for him. Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that one.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Houston's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Magic trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points in just the second half.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Jerome passes to Okoro. Here's Jerome. Lock at 6. Over Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Wagner as screen on Mitchell. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. And here is Suggs. No good on the triple. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Wagner with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And it's the sequences like this that really give you pause and appreciating how special this young talent is. I mean, he's calm, has a great attitude in those huge moments, and how about that, knocking down big shots.
The shot by Allen. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Leaps for it. Suggs with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
They get it back and finished off by Wagner.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. From deep three-point territory. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. They didn't.
centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a 3-point game. Maxey with it. Strus covering. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. 3-pointer Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Garland looking around. Mobley outside. Maxey against Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Strus finds Garland. Shoots over Maxey. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Strus.
Well, if you're a point guard like Darius Garland, at his size, you've got to be able to get into that mid-range bag. Very well done.
George outside. Philadelphia with another miss. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Shoots. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
Good.
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
Out to Mobley. Here's the 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
It's tipped. Now here's Garland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 12.
The 76ers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start from deep 3-point land. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Over to the left wing. Grimes' shot is off. Well, Cleveland shooting 33% in the first quarter. Strus the pass to Allen. He tries for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And George launches it from deep. The kick out to Maxey. From behind the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Maxey's got 9.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Here's Mobley. Goes back up. Outside Garland. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 5.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The 3. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George passes to Grimes. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
They double team Allen. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Grimes. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Allen a screen. Out left to the wing. Garland for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
For 3, Maxey. Buries it from 3. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Edwards, Butler out there with Andre Drummond, and it's McCain in a 2-guard. Mobley, no good. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Sixers lead by 7. Butler with the ball. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And here's Butler outside. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hunter can't get it to go. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Drummond for 3. Drills it from deep. Drummond's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Fades away. Rebound by Philadelphia.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's Mitchell. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
The Sixers with another miss. Cavaliers trail by 6. And here's Hunter for 3. Drops in the 3. Hunter's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's McCain. The offensive rebound. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's McCain. No good on the triple. Right side, Hunter. Cans it from the wing. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Outside Butler. The three is up. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Green comes in for Mitchell. Here's McCain. Green covering. Drummond to screen on Green. 4 on the clock. Here's McCain. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. The shot by Drummond. No good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The Sixers leading. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pulls it. The Sixers with another miss. And Cleveland shooting only 36% during the second. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
For 3, Maxey. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal #1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Sixers on top, leading by just 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Maxey against Garland. And here is Maxey. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Maxey's got 17. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Embiid, a screen on Garland. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Strus against George. And Strus good for 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Allen can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Maxey surveys. Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Allen can't get it to go.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Oubre against Garland. Oubre can't hit.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Strus's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. George for 3, gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
George, a screen on Mobley. And here's Oubre from the arc. Philadelphia, the rebound. Fade away. The rebound by Allen. Cavaliers trail by 8. Strus with a deep 3. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Oubre against Mobley. Pass to Grimes. Oubre, a screen on Garland. Here's Grimes. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, Cleveland's shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oubre with a steal. Three-pointer Embiid. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Strus. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
George, a deep 3. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Butler, and it's Bona in at the center position, locking down the middle. Philadelphia leading by 11. Puts one up from 19. Hunter with the rebound. On the wing, Green. Butler covering. And Green, good for 3. Here's Yabusele. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one. Tipped. Here's Jerome. Butler covering. Hunter on the wing. Allen a screen. Hunter passes to Jerome. 6 to shoot. Off target with the 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. George for 3. Knocks down the triple. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Takes a three. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Here's Hunter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Paul George. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Philadelphia leading by 12. And here's Oubre from the arc.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
George for 3, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
There's the triple.
2 minutes.
Allen against Embiid.
2 minutes.
Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Embiid.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Jacks up a 3. Mobley grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
Embiid from outside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. George with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. George feels it out a bit. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Garland. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Embiid can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. There are guys who live for these moments. Donovan Mitchell in the house.
Three-pointer Embiid on target from range. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what...
Did he?
Oh, no, he did it!
My, he did!
Gotta love his confidence taking that one.
Wow! George, no good. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And a deep 3 from Garland. It's hauled in by Oubre. George, a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Garland way outside. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Cavaliers. Number 8, Javonte Green.
Fires from way outside. Misses. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. And they barely squeezed. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Great.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Paul George, Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Carter sets the pick for Isaac. From outside, off the mark. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. George with the screen on Banchero. Back to Embiid. It's stolen by Carter. Suggs with the ball. Maxey covering. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Now the 76ers with it. The three from George. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And here's Maxey after Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. Fires the three, and that one's good. Maxey's got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Pass to Isaac. Over George. Isaac misses. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
And that one's good. Suggs has got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Here's Grimes. Off target from outside.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now Embiid after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Banchero with the ball. George picks him up. Embiid sets the pick for George. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Now here's Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And Embiid throws it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Carter kicks to Isaac. Pass to Suggs. And the officials call a traveling violation. For the Magic, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Anthony Black in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They set the pick. Butler from outside. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. A three-pointer is right on target. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Drummond with a screen on Suggs. McCain. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. 76ers ahead. They lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Black and Harris are the guard set. Franz Wagner is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Pass to McCain. The 3. Drills it from outside. McCain's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. Here's Black, defended by Butler. Black the pass to Harris. Back to Black. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Unloads. And it's Wagner missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Drummond with it. Defended now by Wagner. Hits the three-point bomb. McCain's got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers. Up top, Wagner. Edwards defending. Back to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Edwards. Another miss by Orlando. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia. Wagner against Edwards. To halt the run, and that one's good. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And stand after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
For 3, Edwards. To the right side. Pass to Yabusele. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wagner passes to Black. Back to Wagner. Out to Harris. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Oubre comes in for Yabusele. Paul George is checked in for Edwards. And Maxey's subbed in for Butler. The Magic trail by 8. He lobs it up.
It's hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Left side, George. Misses the 3. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Outside, Maxey lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. There's Wagner with the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Now just a 3-point Philadelphia lead. From deep, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Got a piece of it. And now the 76ers on the break. McCain's shot is off. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Back to Wagner. Pass to De Silva. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Maxey. Pulls up for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Here is Howard. He has yet to score. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Banchero is screened for Anthony. His three-pointers off the mark. Gets it off. That shot, no good. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. You have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. You have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And showing some terrific range. George has got 6.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Magic trail by 6. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Suggs makes it off the glass. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Isaac. The 76ers making a switch here. George against Caldwell Pope. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Bona. Here's Grimes. 4 on the clock. The 3 from George. It's good from long range. He's got 9.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
They grab their own miss. Suggs looking around. And the 3 off target. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Bona. Abu Saleh kicks to George. There's the pick. Pass to Grimes. Here's McCain. Stolen by Joseph. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Banchero. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
George passes to Grimes. From downtown, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. A 3-ball. Another miss by Banchero. Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Carter, the pass to Joseph. Here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-6 run. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Pass to McCain. Let's go. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Caldwell Pope against George. And here is Suggs. He's got 13. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Out on the perimeter, it's Anthony and Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Black. And it's De Silva in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Out left of the wing. Back to Isaac. Wagner from long range. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oubre outside. Outside, Maxey. It's Edwards on the wing. Embiid sets the pick for Edwards. So they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Steps back. Anthony kicks to Wagner. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Black. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And the 76ers also making a change. Andre Drummond's checked in for Edwards. Another miss by Philadelphia. Well, Orlando shooting for the game at 42%. Butler against Isaac. Pass to Black. From deep. Frames it from beyond the arc.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Maxey. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Oubre can't get it to go. Orlando leading. Oubre with the steal. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Drummond finds Embiid. Shoots over Wagner. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Hits it from three-point range.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Black. Back to Isaac. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's De Silva. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
De Silva with the bucket. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Drummond. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. On defense, the Magic. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good on the triple.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Caldwell Pope pass to Wagner. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by George. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Isaac with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. For three, Caldwell Pope. Unable to get that one.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Grimes passes to Embiid. 23 seconds left in the fourth. And so here's Orlando. They trail by 3. Puts up a 3. Misses the 3. Nobody near George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it.
I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively too.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position. Here's Caldwell Pope. Mobley grabs the board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again. Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Orlando's head coach had a few moments to share with me. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Garland, no good. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Caldwell Pope for 3. He can't hit that time.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Shot is up. Allen can't get it to go.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Orlando again missing. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside for Mitchell. Mobley outside. From downtown. From deep. Man, that one's good. Mitchell for 3.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. They get it back. Suggs outside. Banchero outside. 6 on the shot clock. And count that. 2 points.
That's
and
good.
A chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Garland. Outside Strus. Mobley passes to Strus. Off target from three-point range. The Magic have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Isaac with it. Strus covering. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
And here's Strus outside. The rebound by Carter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Jerome comes in for Garland.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Mitchell. No problems knocking that one down. Mitchell's got 5.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Here's Black. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Orlando shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he makes a first. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Here's Batase. Wagner for 3. Back to Batase. Wagner on the wing. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. He's got 5.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
The three from Okoro. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And Wagner gets it to go.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. Suggs, right side. Pass to Wagner. Over Green. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Orlando Magic. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's Black in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Takes the 3. No good on the shot. Orlando leading by 7. Now here is Howard, guarded by Okoro. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. Launches it. It's rebounded by Batadze.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Fades. Puts up a 3. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Hunter. Garland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wagner for 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Suggs. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cavaliers trail by 4. Now Okoro. Here's Mitchell. Back to Garland. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Orlando again missing.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Back to Okoro. Hunter, the screen. To the middle. Pass to Allen. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Howard, the pass to Batadze. Here's Black. To stop the drought. Howard with the ball. Wagner outside. Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Wagner. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Hunter with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. The 3 from Okoro. Rebounded by Suggs.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Strus is checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Out to Anthony. Carter, a screen on Garland. Anthony, the pass to Carter. For three. Gets the three to fall. De Silva's got his first 3 points of the game.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
Pass to Strus. The three from Mitchell. Orlando grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's Anthony from the arc. Strus grabs the miss. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes. You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Sinks it from distance. The Cavaliers trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out to Garland. Pass to Strus. Outside Mitchell. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Orlando ahead, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the court for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the 3 slot.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
Outside for Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Carter. Suggs outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Cavaliers on D, trailing by 2, and there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul, and Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Suggs outside. It's stolen by Garland. The 3 from Mitchell. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Suggs against Garland. Three-pointer. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros Cavaliers every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, they'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in. That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Garland finds Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Mobley throws it down.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
This one for three. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Joseph is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Fires the three. Nails it from three. Jerome's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Wagner. Pass to Black. Wagner with a screen. The three. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 4. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And here's Hunter from the arc. And the Cavaliers, another three.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
From outside the arc. Black, no good.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Kept alive. Outside Strus for the lead. No luck on that one. Orlando has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. The kick out to Banchero. Wagner with a screen. Fires for three. From distance, Paolo.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Outside Strus. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Strus has got 6 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul of the game. Okoro is checked in for the Cavaliers. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Okoro. Now Hunter. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Hunter's got 5 points in the quarter. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Outside for Green. There's the three. No luck on that one. Anthony outside. Fires the three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Corey Joseph. He's out there with Anthony. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Strus, he's checked in for Okoro. Here's Anthony. There's Howard with the three. Sinks the tray. Howard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Part of the job description as a guard. But Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Allen on the wing. Defended by Wagner. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Jerome passes to Strus. Lets the three fly. It's another three for Cleveland.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Wagner with a screen on Strus. There's Howard with the three. Knocks down the long J.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul, and Cleveland making a change here. Garland's checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Magic trail by 3. To tie it up. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The three from Mitchell. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Strus. Wagner for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Mitchell. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Mobley. From deep, Strus. They get it back. Pass to Garland. Outside Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Suggs against Garland. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Back to Mobley. Takes the 3. Wagner with a steal. Mobley against Isaac. The 3 from Suggs. Fires in the triple.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college. And we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Pass to Mitchell. 1:24 left in the game. Garland for 3. Pure from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
The 3 from Mitchell. Outside Strus. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Caro outside. Isaac with a screen on Allen. On the wing, Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And Caro outside. The 3. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And stepping up when it's clutch time. That's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mobley outside. The 3 is up. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
From deep, Strus. He can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset.
further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Strus in at the small forward. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Mobley misses. Maxey against Garland. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite three-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all five guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Now Oubre, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. For three, they get the rebound. Here's Embiid, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside, Maxey. Shoots over Garland. Rebounded by Allen.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
George with the steal. Three-pointer. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And it's Strus missing. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the three. And the three ball is good.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Garland with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Maxey, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
And here's Strus after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. And that's good. Max Strus for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
It's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Maxey. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Embiid with the screen on Mobley. Oubre for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Puts up a deep 3. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting 40% here in the early stages. Now, here's Maxey. 6 points for him. the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. They've got Javonte Green, Okoro out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Here's McCain. Off target with his 3. To the middle. Pass to Jerome. From past the arc. The rebound by Yabusele.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
And Butler launches from deep. The fadeaway. Here is Edwards. They set the pick from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Right wing. Mobley the pass to Okoro. Nailed from three-point land. Okoro's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Another miss by Philadelphia. This one for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The 76ers have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. The quick look no good that time.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Off target from three-point range. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. For 3, Hunter. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lets the 3 fly. A nice shot by McCain. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Here's Yabusele. No scoring in this one. Fires for 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Mobley misses. The 76ers lead. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Here's McCain. Out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. A new 14 for the 76ers. Here's McCain. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Wasted no time on that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
The Cavaliers on offense. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Mobley. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Three-pointer, Butler trains the three-pointer. Butler's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Mobley kicks to Hunter. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Paul George, Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And here's Strus for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Strus has got the first points of the second half here for the Cavs. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
The 76ers trail. Three-pointer by Embiid. The 3, good for Embiid.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Mobley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From deep, George. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Cleveland moving it around. Again, Mobley missing. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid, no good. The Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell passes to Garland. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's sent back by George. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. And here's Strus for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Embiid with it. Now defended by Mitchell. It's George on the wing. Sinks the triple. George has got 6.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Fires from deep. Allen kicks to Okoro. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep three-point land, Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The tray. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now Maxey. He has 6. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 9.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Okoro. Allen finds Garland. Here's Okoro. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Maxey, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Jacks up a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops and pulls the trigger.
Pass to Garland. Strus fires from way outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Strus has got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Here's Grimes. The 76ers with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Fades away. Drills the three-pointer. Okoro's got 12 in the game. Maxey looking it over. Oubre, a screen on Garland. Outside, Maxey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Maxey's got 9 points here in the second half. Garland from deep three-point land. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Another shot. Pass to McCain. 5 on the clock. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And here is Mitchell. Ball stolen. Here's McCain. Covered by Mobley. Outside, George. Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Here's Allen. George with the steal. Outside, Maxey. Fires from way outside. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Off target with the open look. Cleveland has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hunter with it. George picks him up. Traps in the tray.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Maxey. The 76ers with another miss.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Jerome. In the corner, it's Hunter. A three-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's McCain. The offensive rebound. In the corner, George with it. Fades and shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
From deep, George. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
How about the quickness there from George? Pulling up before the defense can get set.
Allen, right side. Here's Mobley. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Puts up a deep three. McCain's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 11. On its way from Hunter for two. And it's Bona with the rebound. Hunter against George. Oh, good on the three. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the wing right side. Jerome passes to Mobley. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
For Cleveland, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pass to Hunter for the three. And it's Bona with the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here's Mobley for three. Mitchell got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
The moment is never too big for Donovan Mitchell.
From deep. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Good on the three-point shot.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
No good from Yabusele. So Philadelphia wins it. A confident. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And
guard, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Then Carroll and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Isaac in at the three. Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by George. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. And he lobs it up, and then Embiid with the dunk.
And just a huge exclamation point on that finish. Embiid never turns down an opportunity to intimidate the opponent.
Suggs outside. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, that's a high skill level shot that's difficult to contest. The turnaround was the right move there.
George passes to Grimes. Here's the three. The rebound by Carter. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For 3, Maxey. He buries it from 3. Maxey's got 6.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from deep. George, a deep 3. The rebound by Carter.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From the wing. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing. Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Carter. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Batase's checked in for Orlando.
First team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And Caro no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 3-point lead. The quick look, no good that time. Wagner on the wing. George defending. And Wagner gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Batase. Wagner outside. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Wagner's got his second basket.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's George. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. From behind the arc. Here's Suggs. Back to Wagner. Suggs outside. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And it's Maxey missing. Orlando leading by 5. Here's McCain. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Philadelphia with another miss. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. The tandem at 1 and 2, Black and Harris. Goga Bitadze is out there with Mo Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. Here's McCain. Launches it. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Bitadze with a screen from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards outside. They get it again. For 3. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando leading and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's De Silva. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCain. And another miss by Philadelphia. Magic leading by 5. Wagner with a screen on Butler. Pass to De Silva. Butler against Harris. Over Butler. Harris misses. The 76ers shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Butler can't get it to go. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Harris finds Wagner. This one for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 7 tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now. Drummond with the screen. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Magic lead by 2.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Bitadze attacking. Lets it fly. And Wagner gets it to go. And now it's a 4-point Magic lead. And it's Butler with the ball for Philadelphia. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Drummond. The three. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it's Wagner missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
So it's Philadelphia now. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Butler, that one's good. Butler's got 9. Well, Orlando's shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Pass to De Silva. Over Edwards. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
For 3, George. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Orlando. It's a one-point game. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's George. He's scoreless. Pass to Embiid. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A. I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Oubre can't hit. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
And just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Caldwell Pope, a screen on Maxey. Outside, Caldwell Pope. For 3. And another miss by Orlando.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Embiid. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Carter. No made baskets yet. Suggs outside. Wing shot on the way. That one falls.
A solid jump shooter. Now the defense has to get up on Suggs or that's going to happen.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Another shot. Here's Carter. Banchero with a screen on George. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
3 points.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Screen by Embiid. For 3, Maxey. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Fades back. And it's good. 2 points. Banchero's got 6 points.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Three-pointer Embiid. It doesn't go for him. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Suggs with the bucket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Grimes. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. So for the Magic, Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's Oubre. No points so far. Oubre, a screen on Banchero. Here's Grimes. Back to Oubre. And stolen by Banchero. And here come the Magic again. Orlando on the fast break. Suggs against Butler. Here's Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Butler on the wing. 9 points in the game. And stolen by Banchero. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wagner for 3. Offensive rebound. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter here. 6 to shoot. Back to Anthony. Second shot opportunity. And it's Wagner missing.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
McCain. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. '76ers trail by 5. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Black in at the point guard position.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Carter, a screen on George. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And the Magic lead by 8.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Wagner. From downtown. Another miss by Wagner. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Joseph. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
George for 3. Counted from distance.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Wagner for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Carter, the pass to Black. Carter, a screen on Maxey. Orlando again missing. 76ers trail by 3. Pass to McCain. The kick out to Maxey. To tie it up. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He gets his man on the ground and stays in rhythm on that shot. So special.
My goodness, he certainly got the defender with that move. My ankles are hurting all the way over here.
Here's Black. Wagner with a screen on Maxey. Here's Black. No good. Unable to win this run. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Knocks it down from distance.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And it's Maxey missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Banchero displaying his incredible mobility there.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Embiid can't hit. The Magic have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Black passes to Wagner. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He drops it from range. And the Magic lead by 2. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Black passes to Wagner. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Maxey, that's good.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
Wagner against George. Wagner, the pass to Joseph. And Carroll surveys. Pass to Wagner. The 3 ball. And it's in. Oh, an enormous 3-pointer.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Wagner. From the arc. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Tries to keep it alive. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Releases, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Suggs, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Suggs. He got it up in time. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
This is rapid fire. Back-to-back triples, momentum swinging wildly.
Wagner against George. Wagner outside. Driving to the basket. And Caro outside. They get it back. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. He's covered by Oubre. Picked by Isaac. The 3 from Banchero. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
Now you need a forward who can get those freebies. Banchero looking to be that guy for this team.
Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. And no good on the 3rd free throw. So he ends up 2 for 3. And here's Oubre from the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Wagner. And And he drains the quick shot.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
George outside. Launches a three. Pass to Grimes. Second chance effort. Back to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Up and over Carter. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never streaks from the ball.
Oh, a really deep three that time.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Suggs against Maxey. Three-pointer. Pass to Grimes. Puts up a three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Deflects the pass. The dive for the ball. Now Caldwell Pope. And it's good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Now here's George. Oubre on the wing. The three is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Here's Grimes. Clock at 6. Oh, no good on the dunk.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one.